Hey folks, welcome back to the channel. Get this a lot of times in class, get this question asked. It's like, what do I pack for a trip? Most of you guys that have been doing this for a while, you already know what to pack. But some of the things that we take on our trip, we're going to go over it real quick. First and foremost, of course, we always take full face helmets. If it gets super duper hot, usually we'll transition to the old 3/4 helmet, maybe the half helmet, and try to utilize the comms. Always, these are my old Ancient Joe Rocket gloves, but they keep my hands dry. Harley Davidson rain jackets. There's a ton of rain jackets out there. Some work better for others. I like the Harley stuff. They keep me dry, they keep me cool, and they're wind resistant. That's what I like about them. This is my wife's here. Of course, this is mine. And I like the high vis colors. If you'll see the one thing that I've done, I actually shot a video on rain gear. You'll see the rain gear in there. And again, I just like the Harley stuff just because it works for me. Plus I get a little discount. But anyway, it's good stuff, folks. There's other stuff out there. I'm not a big Frog Tog guy. I've tried them. I don't like them. They're good for other people. I think Field Shear makes some. Rain Tech makes some. I can't remember. I've got another set over there. Stand by. Vega makes a set. Nelson Rig makes a set. There's a lot of good folks out there that make them. Try to go in the Harley shops, or try to go in your local shops. Try them on. Look at them. Try the jacket on. I recommend trying all of it on, because how do you know if it's going to fit? Yeah, I wear a large. Well, how do you know you wear a large? Remember this. When you're riding and you need your rain gear, you're going to put it over your clothes. You're not going to get naked, I hope not, on the side of the road. So with that being said, just remember it has to go over your clothes. Try to find stuff that has a hood. A lot of people don't like the hood. I personally like the hood. Try to find something that has sealed zippers. A lot of people will advertise rain gear, but the zippers are not waterproof. So you put your phone, you put your wallet, whatever in your pockets. Next thing you know, they're filled up with water. Whatever's in there is ruined. So just think about rain gear before you purchase it. Think about what you're going to use it for and what it's needed for. I always carry. I like the bug slide. There's pig snot. There's a gazillion different things out there. I like bug slide. I've used it for a lot. I've used it a lot. I like it. Again, it's one of those things. It's personal preference. I like, and of course, I ride a Harley, so I use their half cover. I actually have a full cover, but I never use it because usually my bike don't sit that long, or I don't want it to sit that long. Nor, do I'm always on it doing something. So the half covers are always nice. Again, there's another gazillion of them out there. I know that Nelson Rig makes a good one. I used them for years. I think I can't remember the something Rider. They have them. Again, they're good covers. Just make sure they breathe, because if they stay on your motorcycle, it rains, and then let's just say that you laze around that day and don't ride your motorcycle, and then the sun comes out and starts baking, it can blister your paint. It can do bad things to decals and stuff like that. So just be aware of that. Back to the rain gear, the boots. I know these things look gaudy, and they're big, they're bulky, but they work. If you do not have lowers on your motorcycle and it comes a downpour, think about this. Everything that hits your rain jacket or your rain pants is going to go right down in your shoes. So unless you have boots on, leather boots that no laces, and leather's still going to get wet, which takes even longer to dry out. And I'll be honest with you, I do not wear these unless it is a downpour. On my Ultra, I had the lowers, so I didn't get as much water. On the new 24 Road Glide, I don't have lowers, so I get tons of water. So if it starts raining any at all, I make sure I stop. I put these on, and that way I don't have to dry my stuff out when I get to wherever I'm going. It stays good and dry. The good thing about these is they come apart. All you do is put your toe in there and then wrap them back around, and make sure that you put your rain pants over top of these. Don't put these over top of your rain pants. Kind of does you no good. But anyway, just saying. Just a little tip. I'm not going to tell you how I know that. I always carry extra bungee cords, and I always carry an extra bungee net. There's a couple different sizes of these. I like to carry one of each, a small and a large. You never know when something strapped to your motorcycle is going to break, or you may have to put a helmet or a jacket or something. And when you're trying to get somewhere, if you've got all your luggage already packed, it's kind of a pain in the butt to take that luggage off, put it in your luggage if you don't have room in any of your saddlebags or anything like that. So it's always good to have something like that. That way you can strap it on top of your sack on the back, strap it on the backrest, strap it wherever. Tools. I like to carry at least at a minimum a Leatherman with different bits, different tools. That way at least you have the bare necessities. Any Leatherman will work, any toolkit will work. I'm just kind of partial to the Leatherman. I also always carry a pair of pliers, of course, or actually channel locks. You've got a pair on your Leatherman, kind of the needle nose, but that gives you a little bit more grip. I always carry a ratcheting toolkit or ratcheting screwdriver. End screws off, you got bits in the end. It's just something real quick and easy. And then of course, this is just a cheap small toolkit that I picked up. Nothing fancy. I don't even know where this one come from. It's just got a couple of different ratchets in it, some different sockets. That way if you need them on the side of the road or your buddy needs them. And then I saved the best for last, which I think is the most important. I'm still working on this. I know that there is a lot of motorcycle specific first aid kits out there. Folks, hopefully you will never have to use this, and hopefully every year you update it, because these do expire. Your Band-Aids get icky, sticky, all the stuff in them expires. There's nothing worse than needing this and it not being up to date or not having it at all. I'm looking into trying to get a first aid kit that is motorcycle specific. I know they're out there. I know Rhino Rescue makes one. That's the one that's been debuted on a couple other channels. I like it. I'm trying to get in touch with those folks. I think it's the IFAC kit, individual first aid kit. They're a little pricey, but kind of what's the price on if you need it? If you need a first aid kit, who cares how much it costs? Because if you don't have it, you may not be around to, need it again. So we just buy the cheap ones for right now. Most of the time what we do is we'll keep the pouches, and we'll just go to Walmart, get new stuff and put in it and update it every year before our trips. That way we know it's updated, we know it's stocked, stays in the saddlebag. That way you always have it. Hopefully you will never need it. Hopefully you'll never have a buddy or anyone that you see will need it. Hopefully this is one of those things like an insurance policy. Yes, you keep paying for it and paying for it and paying for it, but you never need it. I would rather be in that boat than have to use it. Even something as simple as a burn or a sting. You're going down the road and a bee hits you, lands on you and stings you. Some people are allergic. Some people just swell up. They're not really allergic, they just swell up. Carry that in here. Let's just say you get bit by a mosquito or something. You've got alcohol wipes in here. Just different things that you need to carry on the road just in case something happens. Most of all, folks, the main thing is just think, I've got limited space. What can I put in that limited space? Bare essentials. What do I need while I'm on the road? So we've got it covered, right? We've got rain gear. We've got 2 different helmets, which you don't have to take 2 different helmets. If you're comfortable in one helmet, that's great. We like to do the half helmets every now and then. To be perfectly honest with you, My modular, I wear it probably 90% of the time. So this one is just, it's a little bit lighter weight. It's the carbon fiber. My wife does wear the half shell. She likes it a little bit better, but she does wear the 3/4. She doesn't like the full face. But we got our helmets. We got an extra pair of gloves. We got our rain gear. We got stuff to clean the motorcycle off, mainly the windshield and to keep the bugs off the front, because there's nothing worse than having to scrape bugs off. A half cover. That way you don't have that soggy butt for all day, or at least for the first part of the morning when you start riding. Some bungee nets, a few tools, and most of all, the first aid kit. So if you have any questions, comments, concerns, please leave them in the comments. I will be glad to get back to you. Again, we're going to be on the road. I'll be bringing you a lot of reviews, a lot of good places to eat. As you can tell, I like to eat. So we're going to be reviewing those on the road. Going to visit a few places that got hit last year down in North Carolina. Hopefully take some revenue to those folks and bring that footage to you guys. But in the meantime, shiny side up, knees in the breeze. Again, if you see us on the road, honk, give us a thumbs up, let us know you're watching. And if you see us out, come up and see us. You know, we'd love to hear your story, love to talk to you. In the meantime, shiny side up, knees in the breeze. Take care of yourself, and we will see you on the road. Please hit that like and subscribe if you like what you see. Again, this may be a boring video for some. Some of you may like it. So stay tuned. There will be a lot of footage coming here in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Please stay tuned, and we'll see you on the flip side.